Hello, and thank you for watching this regional forecast for the Canadian Prairie. I'm Andrew Pritchard, meteorologist with Nutrient Ag Solutions. As we talk about temperatures quickly here, we'll continue to see our run of very warm temperatures, or much above average temperatures, continue to come to an end here. Although as we head through the next 5 to 6 days, we will continue to see fluctuations in periods of warmer temperatures. And not talking about any bitter cold temperatures sinking into the region or any kind of extended run of extremely cold temperatures here. Turning more active as we head toward the late part of the week. We talked about this in our Friday update, and we continue to watch things kind of trend more toward the active side across the Canadian Prairie. Some opportunities for at least some light accumulating snow, especially as we head into, again, the late part of the week and into the weekend. Now, as we just take a look at the satellite picture across North America right now, we've got a gorgeous storm system right now across parts of the Great Lakes, across the eastern half of the U.S. even, and then some impacts here beginning to be felt across parts of Canada. We did see some light snow across parts of southern Manitoba. I know that was a bit of a almost a toss-up here when we last talked. And then continuing to see some of that snow push into southern Ontario. We'll see another wave of snow moving across northern parts of Alberta and Saskatchewan into northern Manitoba over the next 48 hours or so, before, again, a mostly quiet week until we get into the later portions of the week. The radar picture right now, the only snow to be found in any kind of organized fashion, again, falling across parts of southern Manitoba, pushing into southern Ontario. And that will continue to be the case here over the next 24 hours as we just look at the high-resolution precipitation forecast. Again, watching that snow over southern Manitoba beginning to wind down and move out of the area as we head through the later parts of the day today. That should taper off as we head into the overnight tonight. We'll then turn our attention off to northern portions of Alberta and Saskatchewan, watching for an area of some off and on snow showers to begin to develop in that area late in the day Tuesday into Tuesday night and Wednesday. That should then push off into parts of central Manitoba by the time we get to Wednesday or Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Total snow accumulation here over just the next 48 hours. Again, we'll see snow coming to an end here as we head through the Monday afternoon and evening hours across southeastern Manitoba. And then as we talk about this snow here as we head into Tuesday night and Wednesday, we're looking at anywhere from a trace to maybe 5 or 6 centimeters of snow in a very narrow corridor here across parts of northern Saskatchewan, where this would be where I would expect the heaviest snow to fall during this Tuesday night and Wednesday snowfall. Ridging across the prairie, that is what has kept us on the warmer side, warmer than average here over the last really week or so. And then we'll continue to see, or not continue to see, but we'll have to watch troughing beginning to push into the region here later in the week. We'll show you what that looks like here. Again, we talked about it in our Friday update, watching a trough here begin to kind of sink into the prairie here first in western Canada. As we get into the mid part of the week, that's going to first bring the chances for some light snow to the area and then cooler temperatures as we head into the later part of the week, with the best chance for some accumulating snow as we get into the late part of the week into the weekend. We can look at that another way here, looking at the 500 millibar vorticity plot. Again, we look for organized areas here. You see the compact, the trough, you can see that shape there within the upper level flow, but then where we see the colored areas, that's our positive vorticity. And when we talk about vorticity being advected into an area, when we see positive vorticity move into an area, that's when, broadly speaking, we see upward vertical motion within the atmosphere, and upward vertical motion with the atmosphere leads to cloud cover, precipitation, in our areas of low pressure. So just kind of looping this into the later part of the week, we'll watch these areas of vorticity coming from the Gulf of Alaska swinging into the Canadian Prairie. Quiet at first, but then we begin to see some action here as we get into the Thursday and Friday time frame. There's the first wave coming through. I'll take the drawings off. Here you see this little compact disturbance, a little trough within the flow there, within the area of vorticity. So a chance for some snow again as we head into the later part of the week. And we continue to see areas of positive vorticity being advected into the region here as we head through the weekend. Looking at this in a way that makes a little bit more sense to us intuitively, we'll look at the precipitation forecast as we head through the week. I'll go ahead and bring it back and we will time out each of these waves. Again, watching snow come to an end across southeastern Manitoba as we head through the day on Wednesday, and then watching for some light snow here Tuesday into Wednesday north of the prairie. And as we talk about, southern portions here, areas south of Highway 16, perhaps across southern Alberta as early as late in the day on Wednesday, seeing some snow move across the region. And that is just going to continue to be the theme then again as we head into the end of the week. Chances for some light snow. Best chance for some organized storm, heavier snow would be with this more compact, more well-defined storm that's going to track across what looks like right now primarily northern portions of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba as we head through Saturday and Sunday. This is the more organized storm that, again, we talked about this in the Friday one, looking at the potential for a more well-defined storm system to track across the prairie here over the weekend. So while we won't have the Wednesday update here due to the New Year holiday, we'll talk about this again as we get into Friday. We can look at just some of the ensemble forecasts and early look at some of the potential snow accumulation as we head through. This is looking at the forecast all the way through the weekend. So since we don't have the Wednesday update, looking a little further out, total snow accumulation here as we head all the way through Sunday. So the next 6 days. As we look at the European model on the top left, we can see the snow across the northern areas here, anywhere from 5 to 10 centimeters of snow, but then picking up on the potential here south of Highway 16 still for anywhere from 5 to maybe 7 or 8 centimeters of snow by the time we get to the end of the week. Again, much of this happening as we get on the other side of Wednesday and Thursday, looking at more of that snow accumulating Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Same thing if we look at the GFS model here, around 5 to 7 centimeters of snow. And then on the light side, the Canadian ensemble model, really light on the light side across southern Alberta in the Calgary area, but then getting more toward that 5 to 7 centimeter threshold here across southern portions of Saskatchewan and Manitoba. So just to give you an early look there, we're talking about the potential for some more snow accumulation, but looking at anywhere between that 5 to 10 centimeter or 5 to 7 centimeter range across the prairie is really what we're picking up here best on our ensemble model forecast. So just a ballpark target for you to be kind of thinking about as we head through the next week. Now, I mentioned, temperatures not looking at any kind of extended bitterly cold air coming into the region as we head through the next week, and if anything, keeping those warmer temperatures being the overall theme here across the prairie over the next week. We can take a look at that here with some of the snapshot looks at some of our specific cities. Edmonton here, again, seeing temperatures above freezing for the highs here Tuesday and Wednesday. A bit of a dip as we get into the late part of the week, but still some opportunities for some warmer temperatures on the east side of any potential storm system here, so maybe a little bit warmer here for the day on Saturday as well. Calgary also looking at above normal temperatures all the way through the end of the week, with the exception being potentially Friday with a -1 high temperature. Same thing here, we see a bit of a rise midweek across Saskatoon, and then Regina, same thing here, warmest temperatures coming in midweek, and then potentially again as we head into Saturday. Winnipeg on the cool side here, off to the east, still where we're looking at some cooler temperatures and some snow on the ground now. That will continue to stunt the warm up here. High temperatures likely below freezing for the remainder of the week. So again, talking about the holiday schedule, we won't have any updates Tuesday or Wednesday with the New Year holiday, so we'll talk about the Canadian Prairie once again on Friday, but Eric will also have our Thursday morning update where he'll take a in-depth look at the next 1 to 2 weeks across the globe as we talk about ag weather. Have a wonderful day, have a great New Year, and I will talk to you again on Friday morning.